And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Eyes Lamel Family Field on the campus of Brevard College for this edition of Brevard College Tornadoes Women's Soccer. Tornadoes hosting Carlow, who have made the trip down from Pennsylvania. Game is delayed slightly. Do want to let you know that first and foremost. We currently have 20 minutes on the countdown clock until the international walkout and the introduction of the starting lineups. Reason for the delay, Carlow jammed up in traffic a little bit, was unable to get here for their typical warm-up time here to the campus of Brevard College in the mountains of western North Carolina. But both teams now settling in on the Eyes Lamel Family Field turf. Currently 78 degrees, sunny skies. Just a gorgeous blue sky above us here at Eyes Lamel Family Field for the home opener for the Brevard College Tornadoes women's soccer team. Tornadoes had their season opener on Friday against a very tough Barry team, falling 3-0 and looking to get back in the win column here, even up their record with this opportunity versus Carlow. Tornado starters will be as follows. Nicole Arroyo will get the start once again in goal. Chiara Porcelli, Haley Bryan, Abby Mayer. Freshman Austin Huffman, Abby Worzencroft, Grace Black, Olivia Gricewood, Taylor Richardson, Autumn Wright, and Camden Pacheco round out the starting lineup for the Tornadoes. The Carlow Celtics, in goal for the Celtics will be Elizabeth Knight. Amber Byrose gets a start along with Megan McCoy, Madison Supler, Chloe Keller, Harley Vinsler, Tessa McMichael, Hannah Byrose, Tiana Torles, Avery Dudek, and Airlie Wilson. Tornadoes under the direction of head coach Juan Mascaro Sr., assistant coaches Juan Mascaro Jr., Sally Riggin, and Rebecca Rojas round out the coaching staff for the Tornadoes. The athletic trainer is Noah Reisig, and Carlow's coaching staff as follows. Alan Duda is the head coach. Carl Zappa, Don Opferman, and Olivia Wilkerson. So Dave Gordon, part of that bench personnel. So Carlow versus Brevard as we continue to count down to the start of this one. About 17 minutes away from the pregame introduction. So we'll probably get this started at about 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time, about 10 minutes behind schedule. But glad you're able to join us wherever you're tuning in from. Brevard College Women's Soccer, home opener of the 2023 season, coming up shortly. And welcome once again to Eyes Lamel Family Field on the campus of Brevard College for this women's soccer matchup. Carlow, the visitors from Pennsylvania, the Celtics visiting the Brevard College Tornadoes. Tornadoes in their home white uniforms with the blue numerals in the blue lettering, and Carlow in their black uniforms with the white numerals. And should be a good matchup, home opener for the Tornadoes, who opened their season on Friday night against a very tough Berry College squad. And happy to be joined alongside by Melody Ferguson, a Brevard College student athlete and also a aspiring broadcaster, and really excited to have Melody on the broadcast with us. Melody, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, excited to have you on and to break down tonight's matchup. What are some of the things you're looking for in terms of this matchup between the Celtics and the Tornadoes?
So I'm looking for basically, how well the teams play against each other, the types of formation, see how well our Brevard College team does against this Carlow team.
And we were able to see the Tornadoes in an exhibition not too long ago, and I know you were able to observe some things there. What are your initial impressions of this 2023 Brevard College team?
From what I can tell, our back line looks to be a pretty strong back line. Didn't allow a lot of shots. We have a lot of, on the outsides, we have Autumn Wright, and we also have Haley Bryan, who like to get up in the attack and help. So it seems to be a pretty good team all around.
Outstanding. Well, just moments away from getting things started here, and Carlow will have the opening touch. This game has been delayed slightly. It was originally scheduled for a 7 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff. Thank you for sticking with us through the delay. Carlow had a couple issues as far as traffic and transportation getting here, and not too late, 12 minutes behind schedule, and we're quickly underway here with this opening touch from Carlow, who plays it back and now trying to play it up ahead along this right wing. And it'll be an early throw-in for Carlow. Header there out of bounds, so it'll be first touch for the Tornadoes on a throw-in here by Autumn Wright. And a quick foul there on the Tornadoes. Chiara Porcelli. Now, looking at the starting lineup, Melody, I know, we were discussing a little bit off-air how, much of this team was able to get its initial start not too long ago. But a new starter to the lineup, correct?
Yes, so Camden Pacheco is getting the start today with this team. And I'm looking forward to see what she has to add to the team over the other starter that started the last game.
Yeah, Camden Pacheco, freshman midfielder from Charlotte, North Carolina, Queens Grant High School. So she is making, as we speak, her first career collegiate start, the freshman. And another foul there on Carlow. So 2 early fouls, and this is a free kick in the attacking zone. So a set-piece opportunity for the Nados. Looks like Haley Bryan will do the honors with several Tornadoes in that penalty box area. Headed out by Carlow. Then Bryan sends it back in. Opportunity there for the Tornado striker. Look like Taylor Richardson with an early opportunity. Then a quick takeaway by the Tornadoes. Autumn Wright plays it forward. Good possession so far for the Tornadoes, correct, Melody? As far as this early look as these two teams match up.
Correct. You can really tell that this Nados team can play possession really well. And we're keeping most of the possession at the moment.
Yeah, and the vast majority of this contest, in fact, I believe pretty much all of it has been played on this side of the field as well. Early injury as athletic trainer Noah Reisick is attending to the Carlow goalkeeper. That's Elizabeth Knight in the orange uniform. And Knight's going to come off the field here. And so we might have an early substitution, 42:35 to play. And, yes, there will be a substitute goalkeeper. So going to the second string, hopefully all will be okay with Elizabeth Knight, who leaves via injury. 42:35 to play here. So Lindsay Zeckley, she's the sophomore out of North Huntington, Pennsylvania, Greensburg Central Catholic, entering the contest. We've only played 2 minutes and 25 seconds. And now a new goalkeeper for Carlow. Throwing on the far side for the Tornado. Actually, a drop ball right there, so the Tornadoes will get after it. Here's Pacheco. See Huffman in the middle of things as well. She's another freshman for the Tornadoes. Taylor Richardson trying to make something happen. She had Grace Black to her left. Then played forward by Olivia Gricewood. This defense is rock solid, Melody, between Gricewood and Warzencroft, amongst others.
Yes, from what I can tell, and for the past 4 years, Abby Warzencroft has been in that center back spot for the NATOs. And she has held her own back there. She's even scored a couple goals from what I can remember.
That's
so
right.
She holds her own.
Yeah, no doubt. What a solid part of this NATO formula as Grace Black attempts a shot there. First shot of the game for either side. And first touch for the goalkeeper who just entered the contest, Lindsay Zeckley. Zeckley plays it forward across midfield. Porcelli played it in the air. Nice job there by Autumn Wright to get the loose ball, but then right on cue, here's Warzencroft, and she plays it back to goalkeeper Nicole Arroyo. Her first touch. Arroyo now in her second year as a Tornado.
Yes, and I believe she started a lot last year as well. She's a pretty good goalkeeper from what I can tell. This is her second start of the 2023 season, so I'm looking forward to see how she progresses through the season.
Rebecca Rojas, a illustrious player here at Brevard College, now part of the coaching staff, handling a lot of the goalkeeper coaching, as that's played out of bounds, cleared out of bounds by Amber Byrose. Wright with the throw-in. Pacheco. Gricewood plays it forward. That was Austin Huffman. You could see she's a dynamic player in the midfield.
When looking at this NATO team, you want to have a dynamic player in that midfield, because in that midfield, you're looking for playmakers, someone who can get the ball distributed very well. And as you can see, Huffman is doing very well at that.
And there's Huffman right on cue again, Melody. You talk about one of these student athletes, and they seem to get the touch right away. Huffman, the freshman midfielder from Kernersville, North Carolina, Atkins High School. We were really impressed with her when we saw the exhibition a few days back, and an immediate force in this starting lineup and part of that midfield as Warzencroft plays it back to Arroyo. Autumn Wright. Nice spacing there for the Tornadoes. However, nobody home on that last pass. And it'll be a Carlow throw-in. Chloe Keller will do the honors. Keller, senior out of Conway, Pennsylvania. Wright plays it forward. Here's Abby Mayer. Mayer, what a move there. Mayer now tried a through ball to Taylor Richardson, and then stolen away by Huffman. Really nicely done by Huffman. Beautiful square pass there to Pacheco. Torles with the tackle for Carlow. Gotta like what you're seeing, especially in the midfield for the Tornadoes. Seems like some great ball movement, winning a lot of the balls in space.
And having a strong group in the midfield is very key for any team because if you have a strong crew in the midfield, you're going to get the balls forward and get it to your offense and your forwards.
No foul there. Crowd wanted a foul. So there was some contact, but ruled a clean tackle by the Celtics. Meanwhile, firing away a shot from long range was Porcelli. That was blocked. Now a ball across the goal mouth. Abby Mayer seemed to have had an opportunity there for a moment. And you can hear the NATO faithful start to pump it up a little bit. So NATO Nation is here, along with a contingency who's made the trip all the way from Pennsylvania. You've noticed, Melody, Carlow has got a fan base here in the mountains of western North Carolina. What?
Yeah, I saw them come in before the game, and I was like, that's crazy. But, I mean, if you want to make the trip down
Hey,
here.
not a bad place to have a long Labor Day weekend, here in the mountains. So we welcome those fans who've made the trip from Carlow. We welcome those who might be tuning in. No score here. 36-25 to play, period number 1. Tornadoes have dominated possession so far, but have only attempted one shot. Here's Richardson.
Now, one of the reasons this team dominates possession, Phil, is because they play in a very high-press situation. So they're going to push everyone up to about the midfield to try and keep people from, going behind. And that's one thing about this team that they do very well. They're going to high press. They're going to push their outside backs forward to add more to the offense. And as you can see in the past, Autumn Wright has been traveling up the sideline.
Yeah, that overlap that you sometimes see from Wright. Wright, meanwhile, getting a foot on it there. Here's an opportunity for Carlow. Firing off a shot there from long range was Arlie Wilson. Wilson, freshman from Connellsville, Pennsylvania. Connellsville Area High School. As Arroyo gives this one a ride. And Warzencroft then sweeps it up. Here's Warzencroft again after a big header by the Celtics. And it'll be a throw-in. Now, I'll tell you what, Carlow's fans, NATO Nation can make some noise, but Carlow's fans are a steady factor here at the Ise Lamel Family Field. We might have to put out some tweets to try to pack the grandstands here to keep up with these Celtic fans.
Yeah, you can kind of hear the Celtics fans being a little loud up here in the press box.
Goal kick here for Nicole Arroyo, starting goalkeeper for the Tornadoes. She's the sophomore from Yulee, Florida. Had a great year last year as a freshman and has been tasked with the key position of starting goalkeeper for the Tornadoes. What a ball there off the goal kick. That was a thing of beauty from Arroyo to Abby Mayer. Great trap by Mayer to keep it alive. Meanwhile, a nifty move there by Porcelli. Porcelli playing it forward to Huffman. Huffman, what a pass. The through ball to Black. And ultimately Zeckley with the finish.
One thing about that all started back from Arroyo. Arroyo beautifully passed ball to Mayer. Mayer with some nifty footwork, passing it to the midfield, that midfield getting it out and up to the forwards. And one thing about our forwards is they're going to attack the goal mouth.
Another foul there on the Celtics. So free kick here for the Tornadoes. Can we tell who's taking it over there on that far sideline, Melody?
Yes, I believe it is number 4, Haley Bryan, taking the kick.
Yeah, I know there's some different options here. We see Warzencroft sometimes take a free kick from that position, but it will indeed be Bryan. 2 fouls now on Carlow. Tornadoes have committed 1 foul. Gricewood. Black. Gricewood again, using Warzencroft. Ambitious ball there, taken away by the striker of Carlow. That's Wilson. Wilson playing it up ahead to McCoy. Wright ultimately makes a play, but off of her foot, and it'll be a throw-in for Carlow. Chloe Keller will do the honors. 32:25 to play here, half number 1. On a beautiful Sunday evening, Labor Day weekend, on the campus of Brevard College. Gricewood clears it out, but Hannah Byrose comes up with it. Some pressure there from Richardson, and then the offsides flag is up. Call is not made by the head referee, however, but bottom line is it'll be a goal kick for the Tornadoes. Busy weekend of Brevard College Tornado Athletics. We had a JV football game on this very field just a few hours ago. We had a football game, the home opener for the varsity team yesterday versus Warner University. A game went all the way to overtime. Volleyball has been in action all weekend on the road. Cycling has been in action. We saw the men's soccer team on Friday. A smorgasbord of Brevard College Tornado Athletics here on this Labor Day weekend. Glad you're able to join us for this one. Ball's played in the air several times, then a hard foul there. That's going to be on Torles, and the yellow card comes out. So first card for either side, and Torles at the 31-16 mark in the first half with the foul and the yellow card.
It's going to be Pacheco taking this kick now.
This time Pacheco. So we're seeing some different options in terms of some of these set pieces, these free kicks, and we'll see what Pacheco does with it. And what's interesting here, Autumn Wright pushing up. Pacheco, a midfielder, dropping back to take this kick. Cleared out by the Carlow defense. Ball was bouncing around right around the 18-yard mark for a moment there. Here's Gricewood. Gricewood had pushed up into space and was looking for Abby Mayer, but ball skips out of bounds.
Now, one thing about this defense, as you can tell, when Gricewood pushed up, Warzencroft pushed back to, help with in case a free ball got back there or just a clearance. And that's one thing you want. You want your center backs to be very good at communicating.
There's Pacheco for the Nados. Meanwhile, nice job there by the defender, Amber Byrose of the Celtics. Just over 30 minutes to play. Half number 1.
One thing I've noticed is this team is not afraid to play it back to their goalkeeper. They will play it back to their goalkeeper to reset, play it forward like you just saw. And that's one thing with a team that you want. You want your team and your back line to trust that goalkeeper.
Yeah, Nicole Arroyo, she really becomes an extension of the field players in many times. Meanwhile, here's Autumn Wright battling with Wilson. And it's going to be another foul on Carlow. That's their 4th. And set piece opportunity again for the Tornadoes. This one in an even more dangerous area from the Carlow perspective. Bryan sends it into the goal mouth. Bryan plays it in again towards Richardson. Here's Porcelli. Pacheco. Grace Black along the right wing. Black cuts it back nicely. Now with her left foot, able to send that into the goal mouth, and point-blank opportunity. Richardson was there along with Mayer. Knocking on the door here, Melody, as far as the Tornadoes offense goes.
Yeah, and you can clearly tell that those forwards are not afraid to take a shot or get a little rough in the box just to try and get a shot off. It looks like Autumn Wright is going to be taking this kick for us.
Yeah, first corner kick of the game. And it'll be Autumn Wright. First corner for either side. And meanwhile, this is a counterattack opportunity potentially for Carlow, but what a great job there. Haley Bryan taking care of business to stop that threat quickly, and actually off of the foot of the Carlow player, McCoy, so it'll be Tornadoes' possession. Pacheco. Cross there, switching fields towards Black, and that'll be a throw-in deep in the attacking zone for the Nados.
Now on that last play, Haley Bryan actually came from the other side of the field to defend this ball. And that is one thing about your defense. If you're willing to run to the other side of the field while Autumn Wright is up in the, taking a corner, that's one thing about this defense is they will trade places in an instant just to save the ball.
Outstanding stuff there, Melody. Thank you for that. 27:08 to play here in the first half. And another free kick opportunity for the Tornadoes. We've seen several players take these set-piece free kicks. And
it's going to be Haley Bryan
it'll
again.
Be Bryan again. So it seems like if it's on the right side, that's Bryan's sweet spot. And several Tornadoes are in position looking for potentially a cross here. A two-player wall for Carlow. And Bryan's going to play it on goal.
Ooh.
A diving save. Ball is still in bounds. Zeckley with the diving stop. .26-12 to play here. Half number one as the Tornadoes continue to knock on the door. Now 3 shots, 2 of which are on goal. Still looking to find the back of the net for the go-ahead goal here. Foul there is going to be on Pacheco. First substitute of the contest can set to go. Trista Miller for Carlow has completed her warm-ups and entered the scorers table area around midfield. Autumn Wright plays it forward. Here's Abby Mayer. Mayer up ahead. Hannah Byros, nice job there, sweeping things up. Meanwhile, here's Grace Black. Taken away again by the Celtics. Nice job bringing it down there by Porcelli. Here's Pacheco. Pacheco plays it to right. Now loose ball, opportunity for Grace Black. Grace Black battling for it. Hannah Byros, some tough defense there. Black hobbling a bit as she gets up. 24:42 left to play. Tornadoes with a 3-0 shot advantage. Carlow able to win a 50-50 ball there, but it's played forward momentarily. Bryan had it for the Tornadoes. Now Gricewood able to play it forward. Taken away again by Carlow. Ball here skips all the way out of bounds, traveled a long way, but nobody home for the Celtics. Abby Worzencroft was there in case she was needed. Autumn Wright, meanwhile, with the throw-in. Plays it to Mayer, right back to right. Warzencroft. Great job there, shielding the attacking player from Carlow, and it'll be another throw-in for Autumn Wright. Warzencroft, the senior defender, West Union, South Carolina product. And a foul there on Carlow. That's the 6th foul of the contest.
Well, it looks like Carlow wanted to make a sub, but the ref is not allowing that sub to happen right now.
Yeah, in fact, it's not a time that you can sub on a foul like that, so I don't know what Carlow was thinking necessarily, thinking that they could have a sub. Meanwhile, there's a discussion taking place around midfield. It might be with the captains.
Yeah, it looks like it's a captain's meeting because Abby Warzencroft wears the captain's armband for us.
Yeah, so the captains who were there to have the opening coin toss now having a discussion with the head referee, perhaps trying to calm down each side after some of these hard fouls from Carlow. Not exactly sure. Gives both teams a chance to huddle up and game plan a little bit. Meanwhile, Carlow's head coach, Alan Duda, having a conversation with Megan McCoy along the sidelines. A lot going on suddenly, but everything but an actual soccer game going on at the moment, as there's lots of conversation, lots of discussion here, but see if we can get this thing going, as it'll be a free kick for the Tornadoes after all that. So I think it was a bit of a warning to both sides, like, hey, let's keep this clean, even though I don't know what Brevard has necessarily done to warrant that kind of talking to, but here we go nonetheless. Warzencroft plays it forward. Vinsler with a touch for Carlow. Trista Miller tried to sneak her way into the game as a substitute there, but you'll have to wait until there's a opportunity. Carlow throw in, goal kick, corner. 22:35 to play here, period number 1. Warzencroft. Here's Autumn Wright. Now up the right wing is McCoy for the Celtics. Defended by Wright. Nicely done by Wright. Great tackle there. Then it bounces off a Celtic. That was Keller. And now Wright will be rewarded with a throw-in. Really nice job. Autumn Wright's quite the factor at that left defender position.
And you can tell Wright is a very big factor on this right side. She's going to come up, take throw-ins, come up, do overlapping runs. She's really a key part of this NATO's defense.
.22 to play as Trista Miller is now checked in, junior from Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania. Meanwhile, here come the Tornadoes. Tornadoes on the move quickly. Here's Huffman. Huffman up ahead. Black, see if she can track this down, keep it in bounds. She indeed does. Black. Here's Huffman again. Taylor Richardson firing off a shot, and what a save. A beautiful shot from Richardson, and a diving save to her left by Lindsay Zeckley, who, by the way, is the second-string goalkeeper. She came in relief of the starter, Elizabeth Knight, and what a save. Lightning-quick reflexes to her left.
I believe that's Haley Bryan taking this corner kick for us as well.
Haley Bryan will take the corner kick. She sends it in. And that was a compelling opportunity for the Tornadoes. It bounces off a Celtic. Again, the feeling the Tornadoes knocking on the door that much more.
And it's going to be another corner kick for us, and it's going to be on the other side, and it's going to be Autumn Wright taking this one for us.
Autumn Wright sends it, was looking near post. And meanwhile, multiple substitutes for the Tornadoes.
So those subs for us are going to be more offensively. So we're going to get some fresh legs on offense for us. And we're also getting some fresh legs in the midfield as well. Number 26, Emma Murray, coming into the game for us in the midfield.
Yeah, while Carlow used its first substitution in the form of Trista Miller, Tornadoes subbing in numbers, 4 subs coming in.
And Phil, those subs for us are going to be more offensively, so we're going to get some fresh legs up top, trying to score a goal here.
Brown, Schmitz, Murray, and Smoke have all entered the contest. Heading to the bench area, replaced by those 4 that we mentioned: Taylor Richardson, Grace Black, Abby Mayer, and Camden Pacheco. So different look here, as you described, perhaps some fresh legs and some offensive firepower to try to find the back of the net, as the Tornadoes have knocked on the door several times, but yet to find that go-ahead goal.
Yeah, and one thing that Juan Mascaro does is he knows how to make subs that will help him get a goal. And you can clearly tell from the past plays that we are very close to knocking on the door. It's going to be Murray on the ball, it looks like.
Yeah, Murray with an early touch there. She just was one of those substitutes coming in. And then another big play by Autumn Wright. Wright has been exceptional so far, the senior from Elliott City, Maryland, Wild Lake High School. Worzencroft uses Gricewood. Gricewood plays it forward. And loose ball here, and handled with her feet. Zeckley, and Zeckley now gives the ball a boot. It bounces across midfield. Wright able to win it again.
Wright being a key player that's very active on the sideline for us.
On that left defensive back position, this near sideline as the Tornadoes move from right to left. We're now under the lights here at Brevard College as the sun has almost set on this beautiful Sunday. Just gorgeous weather today. Sunshine abundant. Currently 76 degrees and getting nice and cool at night. You're starting to feel the change of the seasons here in the mountains of western North Carolina. Overnight low tonight, 57. May have to get that extra layer out. 16:33 and counting, half number 1. Joined on tonight's broadcast by Melody Ferguson, our analyst for this first half. And looking forward to having you, Melody, all season long as part of the broadcast crew. 16:15 to play. Tay Brown with a big stop. Brown now taking it herself. Brown got the takeaway defensively and then covered about 25, 30 yards herself, weaving through traffic with the dribble.
And one thing is these forwards are going to come back and help the defense. Everybody, except for maybe a couple of the forwards, are going to come back and help the defense, which is something that is very strongly done with this team.
Murray plays it forward. Schmitz playing it back to Gricewood. Gricewood plays it up ahead there to MK Smoke. Arroyo settling things down in the back, directing traffic, and then fires away off the ground. Nice little slip header there. That was Huffman who made that happen. Under 15 minutes to play, half number 1. Wilson. Vinsler. Now here's Keller. Huffman making things difficult on Keller, and then a foul is committed by Porcelli against Keller, and so 5th foul of the contest for Brevard. Carlos committed 6. Have seen a yellow card for the Celtics. Still scoreless here, 14-18 and counting. Free kick here off the foot of Amber Byros. And that was a little bit of a hairy situation for the Tornado defense, but Arroyo able to take care of business. Maybe the biggest threat we've seen so far from Carlow.
And that's the one thing about Arroyo is she's going to come off her line and, come make a jumping save like that in the middle of all that traffic. She's not afraid to do that.
Here come the Tornadoes. Looked like an attempted cross more than a shot there, looking for Tay Brown, but off the mark, and Zeckley takes control of it. Both goalkeepers for both sides in orange gear. Carlow also uses an orange warm-up penny. Offsides flag is up, and that's the first offsides that has actually been called for either side. We saw the offsides flag go up once before for Carlow. There's a Carlow sub getting set to check in. It's number 12, Hannah Wright, freshman from Smithton, Pennsylvania. .12:33 to play. Half number 1. A scoreless affair thus far. Home opener for the Tornadoes, 2023 women's soccer team. Tornadoes have had several opportunities offensively. There's been a couple of great saves by the goalkeeper, Zeckley. And then just a couple of opportunities that Tornadoes just not able to cash in. Porcelli. Taken away by the Celtics. Foot race here between Wright and McCoy. They've been battling all evening, and Wright able to once again sweep it up.
Now, Wright on this other side is going to be a very key player. She's a very fast defender on this outside side. And, her and McCoy have been battling all game. And McCoy was getting some talking to, getting some advice from her coaches over here on what to do.
Avery Dudek checks out as Hannah Wright has entered the game for the Celtics. 11-11 and counting here in the first half. Here's Wright. The majority of the game also, I feel like, Melody, has been played on this near sideline, on the left side if you're the Tornadoes attacking.
Yeah, it really has been played on this sideline because we've been able to see a lot of the action really close to us.
Makes it easy for broadcasters and for fans to follow the action. Not sure, really what's to that exactly. Perhaps Carlow prefers the right side and moving up the field that way, and therefore the ball's on this side more, and Tornadoes just taking advantage of those opportunities.
So for most teams, they actually do prefer the right side when attacking, because for most players, their right foot is going to be their strongest foot. So Carlow consistently likes to go up this right side, while our NATOs like to also go up the right side and look to the switch to the center.
Firing off a shot there in a fortuitous bounce, but then bounces just out of bounds. It actually got by the goalkeeper, Zeckley. That shot by Porcelli from distance. For a moment, from a certain angle, you were like, whoa, this might be the first score of the game.
From up here, it did look like it was going to go in. That fortuitous bounce got me.
Fortuitous first bounce, perhaps not so fortuitous on the second bounce from the Tornadoes' perspective. Meanwhile, here's Tay Brown. Tay Brown on the move. Cleared out of bounds by Hannah Byros. 9:05 to play, half number 1. Still scoreless. Tay Brown sends that into the goal mouth area. Ball bounces around. Neither team really able to control it there. Now cleared out, but there's Warzencroft playing it forward. What a move there. Emma Murray showing off her stuff. Freshman from Greensboro, Northwest Guilford High School. I got some oohs and ahs from the crowd here. $8:18 to play. Here's Huffman. Huffman, quick little step, another step, beating another defender. She plays it now back to Gricewood. Gricewood, one touches it to Porcelli. Porcelli cuts to her right, plays it forward. Had Schmitz there momentarily. Now Warzencroft again settling things down. Here's Haley Bryan. Bryan once again. And here comes that battle again. Wright and McCoy. And Warzencroft, the sweeper, able to take care of business, help out her friend Autumn Wright there. And good team defense by the Tornadoes.
Also, that's going to be some good communication between Warzencroft and Wright. And that's one thing you absolutely want to have between your outside back and center back. Because if there's another situation like that, you want your team to be very well communicated and know what's going on.
Arroyo. Right. Arroyo's a cool customer back there using her feet. As the ball was past her, she wasn't able to pick that up with her hands.
Arroyo clearly showing she's very good at the short passes and not just the long passes.
Warzencroft. Right. Wright clears it forward. However, it's taken away by Wilson. And then Wilson battling with Porcelli. Down to 6 minutes, 23 seconds, opening half. Brevard versus Carlow University, which is located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tornadoes did face off against Carlow last year as well. $5:52 to play. Tay Brown playing it forward.
Now the sideline ref over here, raised his flag for a foul, but I believe the center ref just played the advantage for the NATOs, which is something you hardly ever see.
Meanwhile, here come the Tornadoes. Cleared out by Carlow's defense again. A whistle. And looks like a Carlow player is stepping off. There'll be a sub for the Celtics. Entering the match for the Celtics, number 8, Anna Gribbett. So another sub as Anna Gribick steps in.
Now Gribick is gonna be subbed in as a midi, so she's gonna come in for the midfield, give the Carlos some fresh legs as well, and that's gonna be a drop ball given to Haley Bryan, and Haley Bryan's gonna look to play it forward for us.
Yeah, I believe the Carlow player that came off was actually due to an injury. That's why the drop ball situation, how that sub happened in the middle of play like that, as Arlie Wilson came off on her own power, just came off the field there. Tornadoes coming off a 10-5-5 season, or they made the postseason last year, and one of those 10 wins came against this very Carlow squad. That was back on September 15th of last fall, if you remember that one. A 2-0 victory by the Tornadoes. There was a goal in that one, Melody, where Emma White scored from 35 yards out on a free kick.
Now Emma White was one of the center backs alongside Warzencroft in those lineups. So Emma White and Abby Warzencroft were a very strong duo in the back. And now we got Olivia Gricewood in her place.
Yeah,
so.
Olivia Gricewood's filled into that role nicely. And also in that game last year, Abby Mayer scored a goal against Carlow. So we'll keep an eye on those trends. Second meeting in as many years between these two teams, and both of them coming here in the mountains of western North Carolina. I get a feeling the Carlow folks just like coming down here, to the Brevard area.
It is a very nice area, especially now that we're playing under the lights with, the sunset setting in the background.
Gorgeous September night here, Labor Day weekend. Glad you're able to join us wherever you may be tuning in from. Still scoreless here. We're under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Right heads it forward. Huffman, a lot of space to navigate here, and Huffman takes it herself, a shot from long range, and another save. Save number 5 for Zeckley, and shot number 7 for the Tornadoes. Just over 3 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Gricewood. MK Smoke with a touch along that far sideline.
It's Brian. And Brian's going to, travel up the sideline as well, try and gain some yardage on the field for us. But the ball ended up going out.
.233 to play, half number 1. Celtics 0, Tornadoes 0. Tornadoes with a 7-0 shot advantage. 0 shots officially by the Celtics. So the Tornadoes defense certainly getting it done on their end. Not even allowing a shot. Brown. Just over 2 minutes to play. Brown turns upfield. Tay Brown. An overlapping Autumn Wright. That's a pretty ball by Brown to lead right, but Carlow able to take it away. Meanwhile, here's Warzencroft. She plays it back to Arroyo. Arroyo again, she can become part of the offense very quickly. These short passes. Now she plays it to Gricewood. Gricewood up ahead to Porcelli. Porcelli is fouled. That's foul number 8 on the Celtics. It'll be a free kick for the Tornadoes. Just 90 seconds left in this first half.
Now, one thing I will say about this Tornado team is their formation is going to be a 4-3-3, which allows for their outside backs to come up and assist with the offense, and it's going to allow for also those outside forwards. So it's going to be Tabe Brown and Huffman, I believe, are going to, be allowed to come back and help with the defense and assist.
1 minute remaining.
Shot there by Haley Schmitz. Beautiful save by the goalkeeper.
Schmitz, what a shot, and another electric save by Zeckley. And then a shot there just off the mark. Tay Brown. Oh, my. Tornadoes knocking on the door. You can just sense that we're just moments away from a go-ahead goal. We're down to the final 30 seconds of this first half.
On that last play right at the goal mouth, Tay Brown had some beautiful touches for a slight volley just to almost nearly hit the back of the net. And that's one thing about this Tornadoes offense is they have very beautiful touches right in front of the goal. We've only just been missing the goal by a hair. Then here's Rosencroft.
Your score at halftime, Tornadoes 0, Celtics 0. Second half action coming up short.
And as we go into halftime, it's going to be scoreless for your NATOs. Well, let's see what the NATOs bring out for us in the second half.
Yeah, compelling first half, Melody. Tornadoes with 10 shots, so many of those just missing. Some great saves by the goalkeeper of Carlow, Lindsey Zeckley, and Tornadoes with a 10-0 shot advantage. There were 3 Tornadoes corner kicks, and a lot going right from the Tornadoes' perspective, just haven't found the back of the net yet.
Yeah, and you can clearly tell that we are knocking on that door just so we can score just one. And I'm curious to see what Juan Mascaro is going to do in the second half and see who he's going to bring in and see if he's going to bring in some fresh legs or if he's going to go back to the starters because this team is working very well together.
Very good. Well, we'll have the second half coming up shortly. And the Celtics and Tornadoes, second half action on its way. Thanks for joining us from the campus of Brevard College.
Every cheer, for every play, we know there's a little prayer that no one gets hurt. That's why we are there too. Party athletic trainers, physicians, and specialists. We're watching closely for any sign that someone needs care. And if your child is hurt, they're seen right away by the region's top specialists. The Party Sports Medicine team is at every game, match, race, practice, and workout, providing medical attention and guidance. For us, winning is all about playing healthy and smart so you can perform at your best.
It's important to study English because language has power. And being able to understand understand the history of language and how it's been used over time and in our current era helps us be able to take control of that power and use it now and in the future.
I've learned to express myself with the written word more clearly. I've been given the tools with different structural techniques and all the good stuff that have made me a stronger writer, a stronger communicator.
You're going to learn not just the content of your major, whether it's English or history or whatever. You're going to learn how to learn. You're going to learn how to apply that learning and adapt as conditions change.
Writing is inherently experiential because students have to take so many important skills like critical thinking, communication, analysis, and translate those thoughts into a piece of oral or written communication, and then learn by doing how to be more effective communicators.
The English program at Brevard College prepares you for success in whatever field you choose to major in, whether it's theater, whether it's in the sciences or math, whether it's in business. The ability to communicate is important in no matter where you go, and one of the skills we teach is how to communicate clearly with your audience, whoever that may be.
The community here at Brevard, whether it be faculty, students, staff, are all people who learn and grow together. We learn from each other. There's no place where I don't feel welcome on campus, and that's the best part of that liberal arts education, is you're stepping into different learning styles and different content than you do at any old college where you don't get to grow the brain. It's a culture that encourages self-expression. You're allowed to be you here.
Welcome back to Islamel Family Field. Now clearly under the lights as the sun is set here at Brevard College, and gorgeous Sunday night in the mountains of western North Carolina. A scoreless affair between the Celtics and Tornadoes through the first half. Joined by Melody Ferguson. And Melody, what do you notice looking at those first half numbers?
So based off of these numbers, the Tornadoes had 10 shots compared to the Celtics 0 shots. And for this, and Nicole Arroyo had 0 saves.
Did a lot with her feet.
Did a lot with her
but
feet.
Didn't have to make a save because obviously the defense did not allow even a shot.
The Celtics had 6 saves, and I believe that is number 1 back in goal for us. Back in goal, not for us, for...
We'll have to confirm that, but there was a substitute early in this game where Elizabeth Knight left the game and Lindsay Zeckley entered the contest. And we're back underway now. And Zveckley was just tremendous in goal. Had a couple huge saves. I know also, Melody, several Tornadoes, 10 shots, a lot of different players firing off shots.
So Porcelli fired off one, Brian fired off one, Mayer fired off one, Huffman also fired off one. We had Grace Black taking a shot, Taylor Richardson taking a shot. 2 shots were taken by Tay Brown, who was a substitute for us in that half. Hillary Schmidt's firing off one as well.
In a point-blank opportunity there for the Tornadoes, another near miss, some oohs and ahs from the crowd. As Abby Mayer almost gave the Tornadoes the go-ahead goal. Now 11 shots by the Tornadoes. .43-45 to play. Here come the Tornadoes on the attack again. Trying to get Tay Brown with the through ball along that left side.
That's going to be Haley Kenny for the NATOs looking for that through ball for Tay Brown.
Kenny into the contest as a midfielder, key part of the success last season. Junior all the way from New Hampshire, Webster, New Hampshire. Here's Mayer trying to play it forward to Black. An 11-0 shot advantage, but Tornadoes yet to find the back of the net. Several close calls, a couple of tremendous saves by the goalkeeper of the Celtics. Here's Tay Brown. Tay Brown with a takeaway there and along that left side. Brown plays it forward. Pass into space there. Here's Haley Bryan overlapping. Porcelli. Bryan again. Here's Autumn Wright. She was a key part of that stout defense in that first half that did not even allow a shot attempt. Grace Black. Grace Black cuts to her right, fires off a shot, another save. So another save there for the Carlow goalkeeper, who has been tremendous. She was subbed in just 2 minutes into this one. Zeckley Now with 7 saves. 41-15 to play. Period number 2.
Now in that last half, the Tornadoes dominated in possession with 66% of the possession total going to the NATOs and 34% going to the Celtics.
Good number there for the Tornadoes for sure. Key is here in the second half, turn all that possession into a goal scorer. 12 shots now. Still yet to find the back of the net, and a corner kick opportunity here for the NATOs.
Now I believe that is Grace Black taking the corner kick for the NATOs.
Grace Black on that far sideline, able to send this forward, able to get a foot on it there. Was a Tornado.
It's going to be Abby Mayer.
Abby Mayer, back-to-back shots for the NATOs, but another save for Zeckley. 5 minutes have elapsed. 13-0 shot advantage. Scoreless still at Isla Family Field. And what's impressed me as much as anything, Melody, has been this Tornado defense, not allowing a single shot attempt and just taking care of business every time. And a beautiful nutmeg there by Mayer. Crowd jumping up off their seats for that one. What a move by Mayer. The skills of the senior forward from Roxborough, North Carolina. Stolen away there by the Celtics. Gricewood plays it back to Arroyo. 6 minutes have elapsed. Still scoreless. Here's Tay Brown. Brown. Nice overlapping run.
It's going to be Channing Barker.
For Barker, who's now into the contest. And able to make the play there. Once again, Zeckley. So Channing Barker now in the contest.
Channing Barker is also wearing that captain's armband for the NATOs.
Senior out of Dunlap, Tennessee. Now Barker and Kenny both checked in at halftime. So collecting it there is Arroyo. And Arroyo will give this a ride. By the way, we mentioned Autumn Wright earlier. She actually was one of the subs at halftime. Channing Barker playing that left defender position. Great step there. Tornadoes midfielders getting it done. Responsible for a lot of that possession number we talked about earlier. Meanwhile, here's Mayer. Mayer fires off a shot just wide. Tornadoes continue. Knocking on heaven's door and just can't find pay dirt. Abby Mayer now with 4 shots to lead all players. 2 shots from Grace Black and 2 from Tay Brown. Here's Black again. Black fires off a shot. Another save for Zeckley. Save number 9. 15th shot for the NATOs. Gricewood plays it back. Here's Warzencroft. And a whistle there. First whistle, first foul of the second half. That'll be against Carlow.
Haley Bryan again taking these free kicks for the NATOs in this half.
Bryan sends us forward. Nifty play by the defender of Carlow, Torlis. And Carlow plays it upfield. So Warzencroft taking care of business again. 35:05 to play here, second half. It's been all Tornadoes in every category imaginable, especially the shot category, 15-0. However, the score still 0-0. 34-33 to play. Throw in on the far side for the Celtics.
Warzencroft coming away with that one.
Yeah, once again, the central defender, the senior for the Tornadoes, getting it done. Great move there by Mayer. She's been electric this second half so far. Plays it forward to Grace Black. Here's Mayer. Mayer. And goes through the uprights. We've been watching football in this field all weekend. We had a season opening game for the Tornadoes versus Warner University out of Florida yesterday. JV football today. But now football on the Eyes Lamel Family Field turf. Outstanding facility, allowing for multiple sports to call it their home. So Arroyo will set things up for the back. She's going to push her field players forward, give it a big boot off the head of a Carlow midfielder. Here's Warzencroft. Check that Gricewood. Gricewood up ahead to Mayer. Lassoed in by Dudek. Torlis had it momentarily. Now here's an opening for Grace Black. Black is stifled by the goalkeeper. Zeckley, who's having the game of her life. Unbelievable performance by Zeckley in goal. Getting it done once again there, coming off her line. Tay Brown firing away in the penalty box, and it's going to be a foul on Brown. A lot of contact there. It seemed like Brown was just going for the ball, but sometimes that contact's incidental, but it results in a foul nonetheless.
I believe that contact for Tay Brown was just an accidental follow-through that hit the Celtics defender and knocked her down.
Yeah, I believe you're correct there, Melody. Meanwhile, 31-31 to play here, second half. And a throw-in for the Tornadoes on the far side. That'll be Channing Barker. Barker plays it back conservatively to Warzencroft. Warzencroft. Here's Gricewood. Gricewood plays it up ahead. Mayer. Sub getting ready to go for both sides.
So that's going to be number 30, Emily Howell, the freshman out of Asheville, North Carolina, Enka High School. And then for the Celtics, it's going to be and number 12, Hannah Wright coming in, the freshman out of Smithton, Pennsylvania, at a Young Senior High School. There's a throw in for the Celtics on the side. Ball played out. It's going to be a throw in for the NATOs. It's going to be Haley Bryan, Mayer. Mayer looking to play it back to Bryan. It's going to be a throw in for the Celtics. Celtics making a quick throw, going to be cleared out by Emily Howell. There's another Celtics throw in. Here's Haley Kenny with the ball. Kenny clearing it out as a safe option. Ref calling a foul against the NATOs. It's going to be a Celtics free kick. Amber Byros taking the kick, playing it into just about the 6-yard line. It's going to be cleared away. It's bouncing ball. It's going to be a 50-50 ball over there on the sideline. Tay Brown doing some great defending. Tay Brown ended up clearing it out for a Celtics throw-in. Celtics on that far side with a throw-in. Looking for an option. It's going to be cleared out by Howell. Comes the NATOs. Here's Grace Black with the ball. Grace Black looking for Abby Mayer. Mayer running on. Mayer with some open space. Mayer's going to take a touch to the inside. She's going to cross it to Black. It's going to be a handball called against the NATOs. Celtics with a kick. You can hear the Celtics fans being very loud with that and happy with that call. Celtics with a free kick. Here's Bryan. Howe with some nifty footwork. Howe playing to Huffman. Huffman being challenged. Huffman playing inside. It's going to be a foul against Huffman. McMichael going down on that last play, just being taken down by Huffman. And here's Amber Byros with the kick. A big kick. It's going to be Emily Howe with the touch to clear it out. It's going to be a throw-in for the Celtics. Byros again. It's going to be Hannah Byros playing the kick off to the other side. It's going to be a NATO's throw-in. It's going to be a NATO's sub is what it looks like. We're going to have Taylor Richardson coming in on that far-hand side as a forward. Tay Brown coming out. So this is going to bring in some fresh legs for the NATOs. Excited to see how that's going to play out for the NATOs for them. NATO's throw in. There's Richardson with the ball. Richardson looking to pass it back. It's going to get turned over to the Celtics. Abby Warzencroft with some great defending, showing off her skills at her feet. Warzencroft looking for Richardson. Richardson just barely missing it. It's now going to be a Celtics throw in. Here's Richardson on the ball. Richardson showing some footwork. Was touched off of the Celtics, so it's going to be a NATO throw-in. It's Channing Barker with the throw-in. Barker looking for Grace Black. It's just going over Grace Black's head. Celtics throw-in. Here's Howe with the ball. Howe with some free space. Howe playing to Brian. Nice little give and go there from Huffman. Brian playing up to Mayer. Mayer trying to show off some skills. Mayer to Huffman. Huffman looking. Huffman playing to Richardson. Richardson with a very nice turn and taking a shot off. Very nice save there by the Celtics goalkeeper, Zeckley. Zeckley with the kick. Here's Porcelli. Richardson looking for Grace Black. It ended up being cleared away by the Celtics all the way down to the defensive third for the NATOs. It's going to be a NATOs throw-in on the far side. It's going to be Barker taking the throw-in. Barker, one of those outside backs for the NATOs. Barker, Richardson. Richardson trying to do a flick over her head, but ended up being stopped by the Celtics. It's going to be a foul on that last play. Grace Black is going to go down. Trainers are going to be called out. NATO Nation out here not very happy with that call. It's going to be a Celtics free kick. It's going to be Amber Byros taking the kick. Byros has been taking a lot of the kicks for the Celtics. As you can see, NATO's defense holding them at the 18-yard line. 18-yard box, excuse me. Looks like there's going to be a talking to one of the Celtics players. Cleared out there with a header by Warzencroft. It's going to be Richardson on the sideline doing some defending. Ball bouncing off of the Celtics defender. So now it's going to be a NATO's throw-in. Barker taking the safe route and throwing it to Warzencroft. Warzencroft playing it across the goal mouth. Brian looking for Porcelli. Ball being taken away. Flag up on the side. It's going to be an offsides call. And the signal from the ref was that she was came from an offsides position to receive that ball. It's going to end up being a free kick for the NATOs. It's going to be Arroyo taking the kick. She's going to push up her defenders. Looking for Richardson. Here's Howe. Howe playing to Brian. Brian on the side. Being the It's going to be a Carlow throw-in. Tessa McMichael taking a wham. Ball took a fortuitous bounce, and Arroyo had to make a save there in order to keep it from going into the back of the net. Here's Percelli. Percelli with some space. Percelli looking for Mayer. Here's Mayer. It's going to be a goal kick for the Celtics. It's going to be Zeckley taking the goal kick for the Celtics. Zeckley was subbed in the last half due to the other goalkeeper getting injured. Elizabeth Knight came out due to the injury. Here's Richardson. Richardson playing a header to Black, looking for Black. And Amber Byros playing that away. Vinsler playing it ahead. Here's Mayer. McMichael with the throw in. Torles. Foul called against the NATOs for pushing the back from Haley Kenny. It's going to be Amber Byros taking the kick for the Celtics. Amber Byros wearing the captain's armband for the Celtics. Byros with the kick. It's going to be a Tornadoes goal kick from Arroyo. Arroyo with the kick. Barker clearing it ahead. Here's Richardson on the ball. Barker making a run, looking for the ball. Celtics defender clearing it out for safekeeping. Barker with the throw. It's Grace Black on the ball now. Black firing off a shot. It's going to be a save for Zeckley. Zeckley making a lot of saves. Really having a great night as a goalkeeper for being subbed in. Zeckley going to the corner of the 18-yard box. Zeckley with the goal kick. Mayer showing her skills, bringing it down. Here's Grace Black running on. Zeckley making another important save. Here's Amber Byros. Here's Abby Mayer. Grace Black with some space. Grace Black took a very large first touch. Zeckley gonna end up coming away with that ball again. Celtics with the ball. Abby Warzencroft coming away with it. Here's Haley Kenny. Kenny looking to Huffman. Huffman taking some space. Huffman looking for Mayer. Mayer playing it forward to Grace Black. Grace Black with the shot. Goal for your Tornadoes! That's a goal for your Tornadoes from Grace Black. The senior out of Charleston, South Carolina. Tornadoes have been knocking on the door for a while. Finally coming away with it. Finally coming away with it, hitting the back of the net. Beautiful play there by the NATOs. Wonderful communication. NATO Nation getting loud for that goal. Well deserved. Arroyo, the goal kick. You can hear NATO Nation in the stands being very loud. Arroyo looking to take the goal kick. Arroyo looking for Porcelli. It's going to be Huffman down on the ground. Look to be either a high boot or getting a ball to the face. Either way, injured player on the field. Both teams going to meet for some water and some extra help and coaching. Huffman getting up, walking off.
Tornadoes with a 1-0 lead with 16:39 to play here in the second half. The big icebreaker there by Grace Black. Appreciate Melody Ferguson alongside us here in the press box, bringing all that action, including that Grace Black excitement. Now that you're able to reflect on it a little bit, Melody, how about that Black goal?
That was beautiful play by the NATOs. Wonderful touches by Grace Black to just put it in the lower left-hand corner for the NATOs. Hitting the back of the net finally after having 18 shots on goal compared to the Celtics' 1 shot on goal.
Yeah, remarkable statistic. By the way, credit the assist on that goal to Abby Mayer. So nice job by Mayer to set up her teammate Grace Black, and then the finish by Black. Meanwhile, we've got a couple subs getting set to go for Brevard. Now Brevard needs to just protect the lead from this point out, and the way the defense has been playing.
Here come the NATOs.
Certainly.
Zeckley coming out to make a save with her feet. Richardson ended up coming away with the ball. Richardson going to take a low shot. It's going to be just wide. Zeckley making a diving save. Autumn Wright checking back into the game. And number 12 checking into the game in the midfield is going to be Kaylin Prestosh. Prestosh playing it back to Hal. Hal clearing it up, clearing it forward. Prestosh. Richardson. Richardson looked to be looking for Abby Mayer on the other side. Right. Porcelli. Porcelli playing to right to Black. Black looking for Mayer. Mayer coming away with a touch. Ended up playing it out of bounds. It's going to be Tessa McMichael with the throw-in on the side. Michael looking for Torles. Brian ended up doing some great defending and coming up and coming away with the ball. Beautiful nutmeg there by Haley Bryan. Brian with some extra space. Brian looking to play across. It's going to end up going off of Chloe Keller for a NATO's corner kick. It's going to be Haley Bryan taking the corner kick for the NATO's. Here's Haley Bryan. Huffman to Bryan. Bryan crossing it. There's Abby Mayer. Torres. There's a right looking out to Richardson. Right again. Porcelli. Playing it back to Howe. Howe going out wide to Bryan. Bryan doing a turn. Playing it to Mayer. Mayer doing a nice move. It's going to be Keller coming away with it. It's going to end up being a NATO's throw-in on this near side. Bryan with the throw-in. Richardson pulling it back, playing it to the center. Black and Preshtosh were there, but couldn't seem to come away with it. Bryan with the cross. Here's Richardson. Taylor Richardson with the goal. That's going to be a NATO's goal. Beautiful play there by the NATO's. Taylor Richardson with a nice volley to the back of the net. Beautiful goal by the NATO's. Your score now is going to be 2-0. Rachel Trifoli entering the match for your NATO's after that goal being scored by Taylor Richardson. What a beautiful goal by Taylor Richardson, right in that lower corner, off of a volley nonetheless. With the assist coming from Haley Bryan, which is going to be your outside back coming up to make an assist. Here's Byros. Byros was looking for Wilson on that play, but Abby Warzencroft ended up coming up with the stop. There's Arroyo with the goal kick. Here's Arroyo with the kick. Arroyo looking for Preshtosh. Preshtosh just getting a touch on it. Here's Porcelli. Porcelli trying to get away. Here's Byros. Autumn right. Playing it out. Celtics coming away with the ball. Here's Torles. Torles playing it back to Keller. Keller showing some nifty footwork there, being defended by number 20. Trifoli just now entering the game, clearly showing she's got what it takes. It's going to be a stop clock. It's going to be an issuance of a yellow card. Issuance of the yellow card to Celtics defender Chloe Keller, the senior out of Conway, Pennsylvania. It's going to be a free kick for the NATOs. It's going to be Nicole Arroyo coming up and taking the kick for your NATOs. Arroyo with the kick to Grace Black. McMichael playing it forward. Looking for Wilson, but the NATOs ended up coming away with the ball. Here's Grace Black. Ball ended up going out of bounds. It's going to be a NATOs throw-in. It's a NATOs throw-in. It's going to be Haley Bryan taking the throw-in. Bryan to Trifoli. Trifoli to Richardson. Here's Trifoli again. Trifoli playing back to right. Right playing to Richardson. Richardson looking to take on some space on that sideline. Playing a cross that's going to end up going out of bounds. Some Celtics subs coming in for you. Number 9, Madison Supler. And number 26, Jessica Worley. Supler, the freshman out of Prosperity, Pennsylvania. Jessica Worley is going to be the freshman out of Altoona, Pennsylvania. Here's Porcelli. It's Worley. Foul on Brevard. It's going to be a Celtics free kick. It's going to be Amber Byros taking the free kick. Amber Byros taking a lot of the free kicks for the Celtics. Here's Byros with the kick. Here's Howe. Arlie Wilson playing a header forward. Arroyo is going to end up coming away with that. It's going to be Arroyo with the kick. Here's Richardson. NATO's looking to make another sub. It's going to be a Celtics throw-in. No, Celtics free kick, excuse me. Tornado's making a sub. It's going to be Izzy Hagan coming in. And number 2, Olivia Guillermo coming in, the sophomore out of Porterville, California, attending Porterville High School. Celtics throw-in. Right hitting it out. It's going to be another Celtics throw-in. Bryan with the clearance. Here's Guillermo. Here's Trifoli. Looking for Guillermo. Trifoli coming away with the ball. Here's Guillermo. Guillermo making a cross across the goal mouth, looking for Richardson, but Richardson wasn't there for the NATOs. Celtics are going to end up clearing it out. It's going to be a NATO's throw-in with Autumn Wright coming up to take the throw-in. Here's Richardson. Ball's going to end up going off of the Celtics. Here's Warzencroft. Warzencroft to Howe. Howe with some space. Howe looking for Brian, but just a little bit of miscommunication.
Enter the match for the Celtics, number 5, Megan McCoy. Number 13, Alyssa Gaffney. Number 20, Abigail Ward. Number 25, Sydney Rummings.
Sydney Rummings checking into the game for the Celtics.
Also Megan McCoy. Number 13, Alyssa Gaffney.
Megan McCoy, Alyssa Gaffney checking into the game as well.
Also number 20, Abigail Ward.
And number 20, Abigail Ward checking in for the Celtics. Here's Porcelli. Porcelli playing forward, looking for Richardson. It's going to be a goal kick for the Celtics. It's going to be Zeckley with the goal kick. She's going to have Jessica Worley off to her side. She's going to end up playing it forward. It's Izzy Hagan with the header. It's Brian Vinsler. Here's Brian with the throw-in. Looking for Preshtosh. Celtics making another sub. It's going to be number 27, Trista Miller.
27, Trista Miller.
It's going to be a NATO's throw-in. Haley Bryan. It's going to be another NATO's throw-in. Just traveling up this sideline for the NATOs. It's Izzy Hagan. Spyros. Spyros looking for Ward. Here's Howe. It's going to be 2 minutes remaining in the half. It's going to be a handball called. It's going to be NATO's ball as a free kick. It's going to be Haley Bryan taking the free kick. A minute 35 remaining in the half. Bryan looking for Guillermo. It's going to end up being another foul called. It's going to be NATO's ball again. Bryan coming away with the free kick. NATO's are in scoring position. Haley Bryan taking a shot. It's going to be a save for Zeckley.
1 minute remaining regulation.
Here's Zegley with the kick. Zegley looking for Ward. Izzy Hagen's going to end up coming away with it. Preshtosh playing it back to Porcelli. It's going to be another foul called. It's going to be NATO's ball. It's now going to be Emily Howell taking the free kick for the NATOs. Howell looking for Guillermo. Zegley again coming away with the save. A great night for Zegley in goal after being subbed in the first half due to an injury of Elizabeth Knight. It's going to be Izzy Hagen with the touch. Izzy Hagen playing it forward. He's Guillermo running on. Guillermo looking to play across. It's going to go out. And you're... It's a beautiful game of soccer played here tonight between the Tornadoes and Celtics. Tornadoes end up coming away with the win with 2 goals. First goal is going to be scored by Grace Black. The second goal is going to be scored by Taylor Richardson, with the assist going to Abby Mayer and Haley Bryan on those 2 goals. It's going to be a Tornadoes victory with 2 goals. It's a beautiful game of soccer played here at Ives Lamel Family Field under the lights.
Back here at Ives Lamel Family Field, a exciting 2-0 win for the Tornadoes. Goals by Grace Black and Taylor Richardson, assists by Haley Bryan and Abby Mayer. Nicole Arroyo with the shutout, the goalkeeper for the Tornadoes. Only needed 1 save because of that outstanding work by the defense. Abby Warzencroft, Olivia Gricewood, Haley Bryan, also Autumn Wright and Channing Barker. And the Tornadoes just dominant in this one, a 21-1 shot advantage. But it took a while to finally break the seal there and get the go-ahead goal, and then that insurance goal that came as well from Richardson. But feel-good win, the first win of the 2023 season in the home opener here at Brevard College. Tornadoes now with a 1-1 record. And big-time performance by the NATOs on their home field here at Ives Lamel Family Field. Well, the Tornadoes will enjoy the rest of the Labor Day weekend and then prepare for their upcoming schedule as the season marches on here after this win over Carlow this evening. Non-conference play, early part of the season here for the NATOs. And Brevard will hit the road. Trip to Guilford coming up on Wednesday, September the 6th. That's in Greensboro. And then back here at home on Saturday, September the 9th versus Toccoa Falls. Next home game for the Tornadoes. Hope you can check out the Tornadoes for that one. And Brevard, meanwhile, will be in action on the men's side versus Warren Wilson this coming Wednesday. Hope to see you there for that. Well, big thank you to Melody Ferguson. Melody, great job tonight on the call. Really enjoyed sharing the microphone with you. Final thoughts as far as the Tornadoes getting this home win?
It was a beautiful game of soccer played by the NATOs. Took us a while to get those shots in the back of the net. It's 21 shots compared to the 1 shots. Defense for the NATOs being a very strong factor. But Arroyo, the goalkeeper, ended up becoming a part as an 11th player rather than a goalkeeper playing with her feet.
Yeah, but outstanding performance all the way around. I was particularly impressed by that defensive effort by the Tornadoes. Really nicely done, limiting Carlow to just one shot. And they were without a shot for much of this contest. So really impressive stuff. Congratulations to the Brevard College women's soccer team getting that first win of the 2023 season. And they'll continue marching on with this 2023 campaign. Well, appreciate you, NATO Nation, for tuning in for another edition of Brevard College Women's Soccer. Best of luck to Carlow moving forward as they will head back to Pittsburgh. And we'll continue to follow this Tornadoes women's soccer team all season long. Well, big thanks to everybody who helped us behind the scenes as well. Members of the women's basketball team, Pietro Mortelli handling a bunch of the numbers, Joseph Marvin, sports information director, on the case as well. And thanks once again to Melody Ferguson for joining us for this evening's broadcast. Your final score for the final time: Brevard 2, Carlow 0. Go Tornadoes!